This is our old 1984 mobile home that we are transforming, renovating, and rebuilding. And so far still looks rough, but we've done a lot of work to it. Today, we're not doing any work, really. We're just cleaning up our mess because we've made quite a mess over the last few weeks doing work on this home. I thought this was really cool and I just wanted to show you guys. You won't be able to see it, I'm sure, but this right here is a maple tree. And I am surrounded by swarming and buzzing honeybees that are covering it because this is already blossoming. I wish you guys could just be here to hear it and see it because it's really cool and it's pretty amazing to think, wow, it's already spring? Is it? We'll see. So here's our first mess from doing this front door, mostly. All right, the front yard is looking much better. Let's move around the back. We got a couple of old doors we got to get into the bus, get those cleaned up. Okay, I think we only have one more mess to clean up, the big one. All right, this is looking much better. It's definitely important to come out here and clean every once in a while before it gets to be too big of a mess. That was already too big. So I'm glad that's over with. Now, I hate to have more exposed wood on the house, but we're gonna be flashing this up soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this old ruined metal off. This also gives me a chance to inspect all this wood and see if any of it does need to be replaced. There's definitely a little bit of water damage, some weathering, a little bit of dry rot on the surface, but it all looks and sounds pretty solid. You know, some minor chipping isn't going to make a big difference on the bottom here. And we got some more over here. Now, it's got to be pretty bad underneath this back door. This is the third door in our home, the last one that we haven't done yet. We got a big crevice spider there. It's about to rub. This is good all the way up to here. Then there's definitely rot under this window. So we know this window leaked, like all the rest. Rotted out the sill here. And then definitely bad here. This right here is the worst part of the house. I would say the worst condition part of the house. And I think we saved the best for last in this case. We're all cleaned up and ready to go, but I want to get done a little job before we leave because we just installed these two new doors on our house. This is the back door. We also have the front door. And now, originally, the door had a little drip cap over it to help keep the rain off the door because even a little bit of help means a lot on these mobile homes. So we picked up some brand new drip caps and we're going to get these installed. Eventually, we're going to have a new roof over. And that'll help a lot. But in the meantime, check this out. Really cool, very rigid aluminum cap. It's gonna hook on the wall and just kind of shed the water away from the door so it's not getting into the top seam, especially on this outswing door. So hopefully that helps. I'm gonna go ahead and put our butyl tape on the back side here. Let me just do it. I'll do it and then I'll show it. So there it is with the tape on the back, and this will compress and squeeze out and seal this to the contours in the siding. Now it does come with its own screws, but I think I'm going to use the house screws that we got.
I don't know. Close enough?
So there it is. And you can see that tacky tape squeezing out, that butyl tape up there. That means we got a good seal. And it's gonna flick the water out so it's not getting in here. This is where we wanna try to avoid getting water in that top of that door frame because they can kind of wick down inside the house. Perfect. Now we got another one for the front door, so let's do that. And then I think we'll go home and unload. So here's the next one. This is what it is. Just in case anybody wanted to know. Now honestly, the front door doesn't really even need this. It's more for the back door because of the outswing door and the way it closes. Rain can get in there a little bit easier. But this has a storm door and then a normal in-swing door. So rain isn't as much of a concern, and it has its own little built-in drip cap. But I figured it's an extra line of defense we have our door sealed to the wall. And so if rain could get in that seal somewhere, it could leak in. So it's kind of like creating another seal above the door, a double layer of protection. It could backfire, and these screws could leak, and could cause me more problems, but we're gonna hope not. Anything we can do to try to make it better, we're gonna try to do.
I'm not gonna do that again.
And they secure the ends. And then I'll work the way down the middle. I'm just working the screws back and forth to pull it in evenly, because you gotta remember, this is rigid. So we're pulling it evenly to get that tape compressed without stripping the screws out. There we go. We'll cut off the excess tacky tape, and then it's gonna be nice and clean, ready for paint. I just saw I got a big hole in here I got to patch. I wish I'd known that. I would have replaced this whole sheet. Oh man. Well, we made it home, and here is our hoard. This is where we've been throwing all the trash that comes out of the mobile home for now. The reason we're bringing it home, it might seem like double working, handling materials more times than we need to, is because it's taking quite a bit of time to do all the repairs needed to this house. And we have the front porch that we tore off. We have, you know, all the flooring and odds and ends that we pull up. And if we had ordered a dumpster at that property, we would just need it for way too long. So it's easier for us to work at our own pace. We'll just throw it here. And when we're ready, we'll get a dumpster dropped off here at our property. And we have the excavator and a tractor now to grab this stuff and throw it in the dumpster, so it won't be that hard. We won't have to handle it too many times. It'll be fine. So I guess we'll unload all this stuff, get the bus cleaned out, so that we can buy lumber and move on to the next job. Well guys, it's getting late, and look at it, we're back at the mobile home. I don't know why, but we decided to come back because we didn't get done everything we wanted to do today. And after we cleaned out the bus, we got a little bit lazy. We sat down, we took a break, we ate some food, and then we were just sitting there, and I got a last minute urge to come out and finish this off for you guys and get this stuff done. One thing we got to talk about, and then one thing we got to do. You want to talk first or work first?
Talk.
I guess first I just want to address this mess that we have. I know that the mobile home looks bad, and a lot of people are wondering why there's a split right here. Why did they put a short piece, you know, a split down the middle, instead of just putting a full piece here like they did on the rest of the home all the way down? And now the whole reason they did that is just for decoration. They wanted the home to look fancy, so by doing that they had a color split. So this part was a different color than that part. and it just made the house look better. Beyond the door, it was just solid panels because you don't see that part as much. This is where you pull up to the home, you see it, so they wanted it pretty looking. And so it doesn't serve any reason. There's no structural reason. There's no anything. It's just for looks that they did that. And we like it, so we're gonna keep it. But I know it looks bad right now because we have it all unsecured and it looks all wobbly and like a mess. So just hang in there until we get all the trim work put back on, and it'll clean that edge up, it'll clean that edge up, it'll really tidy up the top, and you'll see nice, clean, tight lines. You won't see all this waviness. Then we're gonna be painting. So we're gonna clean all the siding off, make it all fresh again. We're gonna paint it. I think it's gonna look way better than you expect, because right now it does look a little bit shabby, and we're gonna fix it. So I just wanted to cover that the home will look better when it's tidied up. We have a lot of exterior work to do. It's not gonna stay all uneven and wobbly everywhere. And I think the last thing we wanna do before we go home, before we run out of light, is to just get the doorknobs installed on this back door at the very least, because we're getting ready to do the last door in this house. So we need a way to get in and out while we're working on that. So let's get this door functional. And we got a couple of mobile home lock sets. Yeah, I pictured, I wondered. I think this is going to be pretty standard stuff. Let me just get these screws unloosened. Unloosened? Does that mean tightened?
It goes in like this.
Yeah, do you like it like that, or should it go?
I don't care which way it goes. They say to roll it.
Mm-hmm. Just to make it a little thicker.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to tighten this up. It looks like it tightened up good. Got a lot of squeeze out. Just making sure that both screws are tight. You want to see what this does?
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should just leave it there.
There's a black rubber bumper on the bottom of the door, and it's like, it could help the door from stop sagging. So we'll leave it for now, but it's probably supposed to come off. Well guys, we didn't quite make it. We're out of light, so we're gonna go, but we got our new knob on, and the door is locked and secured, and that means we're gonna get ready to start tearing into that last door, that big damaged area that we showed you. And we are eliminating that door because we don't need 3 doors on this mobile home. So we're just gonna go down to 2 doors, front door, back door.
Yep.
It'll make a lot more sense. So I guess that's all we have for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.